Sri Lanka's most powerful news brand.
Sri Lanka Freedom Party calls for parliamentary debate on Bond Commission report. Faulty brakes in lorry kills one in Colombo Fort. Leopard which encroached Hatton still at large.
One person was killed in a motor accident close to the Lake House roundabout in Colombo Fort. Police said the accident was the result of faulty brakes in a lorry which caused it to run over two people and collided with a bus. The other individual was admitted to the accident ward of the National Hospital. A person was killed in a motor accident which occurred at the Dambula Dedicated Economic Centre this morning.
The accident was captured on CCTV. The victim was identified as Vidana Gamage Sirisena, a resident of Angulana, Mount Lavinia. According to a correspondent, the victim transports goods from Dambula to the Manning Market in Colombo. In Galgamuva, 8 people were injured in a motor accident involving a van early this morning. Police said the driver of the van had fallen asleep on the wheel, resulting in the vehicle to careen off the road and crash into a tree. The van was travelling from Sidur to Anuradhapura at the time of the accident. The injured have been admitted to the Galgamuva hospital.
The leopard which enraged Panmure estate in Hatton continues to remain at large. Our correspondent said operations to capture the animal is still underway.
Wildlife officials attempted to capture the animal yesterday as well. Wildlife officials said it would take around 5 days to capture the leopard. According to our correspondent, day-to-day activities of residents of the Panmure estate have been impacted as the leopard roams free. Many workers have not reported to work, while school students also refrained from attending to schools today. 7 people who were injured after being attacked by the leopard returned home yesterday after receiving treatment.
Residents of the Otte Kade Haliala staged a demonstration yesterday requesting for a proper road which leads to their village.
The protest was staged demanding the authorities to renovate the road which has been in a dilapidated state for the past 10 years. This is the Haliala Ottekade road. 2 kilometers out of the 5 kilometers has been in a severely dilapidated state. The protesters said they haven't been provided with a proper solution even though the issue was addressed to the authorities for several years.
Are they not taking any action because we are at a low economic state? We go through great difficulties when travelling to Haliala when it rains, which is about 5 to 6 kilometers.
A Bodhi Puja was held at the Kalniya Rajamahawihare yesterday to obtain blessings for the new year.
The puja was held under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. The event was also attended by a group of ministers and public representatives. The puja was organized under the supervision of Chief Incumbent of the Kalniya Rajamahawihare, Venerable Kolupitiya Mahinda Sangharakkhita Thera.
The Sri Lankan Freedom Party has called for a debate in Parliament on the report of the Presidential Commission of Inquiry into the issuance of Treasury bonds. The request was made by UPFA General Secretary Minister Mahinda Amaravira at a media briefing.
This is an honour to those who had faith in President Maithripala Sirisena. This respect also goes to the media institutions which revealed this matter. Most media institutions spoke about this. Views on this matter have also been expressed in Parliament. Several MPs and Deputy Ministers of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party have spoken to us and they are of the view that this matter should be raised in Parliament. So we are going to propose that we take a debate in Parliament on this matter.
Here are some of the views expressed on the political stage.
The Sri Lanka Freedom Party is the hub for the leftist movement. The United National Party is constantly using the Sri Lanka Freedom Party to cover up their political bankruptcy. So everyone in the joint opposition came to the decision that they would strive towards victory under the leadership of former President Mahinda Rajapaksa.
නිසකවම ජයග්‍රහණය දක්වා අරගෙන යනවා. අද අපි දකිනවා
Candidates of the Podujana Peramuna aren't using their own images. Instead, they are using the image of Mahinda Rajapaksa, calling on the people to make him Prime Minister. This is not an election to elect a Prime Minister. The candidates of the Flowerbird are marketing the picture of Mahinda Rajapaksa to contest the election because they are bankrupt and cannot save face anymore.
අද මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ මහත්මයා විකුණලා ඡන්දය කරන්න හදනවා.
එයා දේශපාලනයේට බෝ කරපු විස බීජ තියෙනවානේ.
He bred a type of bacteria in politics, and there are a set of people who live on this bacteria, a group who were involved in fraud and corruption. These people are surviving by clinging on to the picture of Mahinda Rajapaksa. So, the flower bud is heading towards a natural death.
ස්වාභාවිකම මරණයකට මම හිතන්නේ අනාගතයේදී මුහුණ දෙවි ඉතින්.
රටත් අවුල්, මැතිවරණයත් අවුල්.
Everything is in disarray. The country, the election, even the local government bodies. The first round of gunshots to get us out of this disarray is the local government election. Only by strengthening the forces being built by Mahinda Rajapaksa at this election can any good come to this country in future.
A candidate contesting under Mahinda Rajapaksa for the Kaduwala Urban Council held a pistol to his own mother's mouth before she attended the meeting of another party. A monk contesting for the Lagala Pradesh Sabha was caught creeping into a woman's house with a cloth on his head around 5 in the morning. If this is how they behave before being elected, could you imagine how they would behave after they are elected?
Those who are involved in the theft and thuggery must take a pledge before the people that they will never do these things again. Since we haven't done any of those, we can go before the people at any time of the day. Rajapaksa may have to say this to the people every time he appears in public.
Practical modules of the program conducted to train officers of the Police Life-Saving Unit for disaster situations are being held in Dabula.
The workshop is organized by the Police Life-Saving Unit and is being attended by 50 police personnel. The training is conducted close to beaches, lakes, swimming pools and rivers for a 3-month period. The training is scheduled to conclude today, with the personnel set to travel to the Knuckles mountain range in Laggala for their final training course.
Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs Taro Kono is set to arrive in Sri Lanka tomorrow on an official visit.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs said during his visit, Foreign Minister Kono will call on President Maithripala Sirisena and Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. Minister Taro Kono is also set to hold bilateral talks with his Sri Lankan counterpart, Minister Tilak Marapana. This is the first visit of a Japanese foreign minister in 15 years.
Well, this is a wrap of lunchtime news for the day. Do join us again at 1:55 with more news.